This is how I pack up my bazooka. I fold up a piece of paper tape. I just run it right through and I leave it just like this. Okay? And see, look, this is how I fixed my my micro chain. See, when I pull, oh, now I just cut the tape. Anyways, oh man, I'm wiggling so much. See, I used a garage door spring, like the 1/8 aircraft cable, and I crimped it, and I put some large cotter pins and a small cotter pin on the chain just to fix it. Okay, so that solved the little micro chain problem. And then down here, see, there's no, whoops, sorry guys, I'm doing this one-handed. And I just stuff an old pair of PJs in there. I just stuff that in there, and that's what keeps my tube not from drying out. And then this piece, has this ever happened to you? The cutter stainless piece here, that goes all the way down to the creaser wheel. Has this ever broke on you? So I took a pair of pliers and I bent it and put some copper wire from the electricians that I found on the floor and tied it together. And big deal, it works. See? It goes back down. Good enough. Now, let's see if I cut the paper. Oh yeah, of course I did. Look at that. Well, at least I know my blade is still sharp. I usually like to change the blade every, I don't know, 2 or 3 houses. But see, there you go. It sliced it pretty clean. That's how I test it. I'll just slice it. You know when the blade is bad because you'll get a lot of tape jam. So when your taper is jamming up, when you're trying to run your bazooka, that's how you know. You know, like you get the double cuts, or you get those little tiny slivers of paper stuck in the taper head. That's usually when you know it's time to change your taping blade. All right. So remember, guys, when you're filling, you want to push this lever down on the clutch, meaning it lifts this little tab here so that the teeth are not engaged, okay? But when you lift this up, what it does is it engages this wheel to go down. See? Now I can't turn it anymore because it's hooking on to these lips here. And every now and then I file these, only the side where the ball is. So I'll file this side, I file it flat, because or else this little wheel will skip. But they're too flat right now. I fixed it already. And you want to make sure that this, well, you can't push it because my taper's empty right now. But you want to make sure that this pin is down. All right? Or else you will get blisters. All right? And that's it. Another job well done. Sanding tomorrow. As you could tell, cleaning out the buckets, shooting them out the patio door. It's just water and leftover mud. And tons of cords. A couple of buckets of mud left. Oh, you didn't see that. And the rest of the tools that I've already cleaned and got ready to go. See, I don't clean my tools perfectly, as you could tell. All right, I just make sure the parts that I need to be moving actually move. For example, this wheel here. Okay, as long as it moves a little bit, once I put it in a bucket of water, it's no big deal. And I like to leave my taping tools, like my flat boxes and my angle boxes, I like to leave them pushed down, okay? It's a lot easier to pull it up than it is to push it down, because I know the piston is at the end. So, because that's what breaks your rubbers, right? The rubber gasket here, because it's bent in. So if I'm pushing it down and there's a chunk of dry mud, it might crack or rip that rubber. But if I'm pulling it up, it'll just ride over it like a speed bump. It won't break the rubber if it's frozen, especially, okay? What I'm referring to is winter. I've broken many seals on this Columbia pump because of leaving water or frozen mud in it and trying to thaw it out. All right. So I don't use this pump for my bazooka anymore because it's missing a gasket or an O-ring in there. I gotta take it apart, but as you could tell, I've never taken this pump apart in my life. Okay, it's probably been about 10 years, so yeah. One day. All right, guys. Just another quick tip for bazookas, all right? Have a good day.